So Savarkar had given this speech in 1938 in Mumbai in the Maharashtra Sahitya Sammelan event. So there he speaks about the national language and the national script that the Hindus or the India should have. And while speaking about it, he says our Marathi literature, being a limb of Indian literature, cannot remain unaffected by good or bad consequences of Indian literary life. The Hindu world has not yet decided that Hindi should be India's national language. So this is basically talking in 1938. Further, he says some Bengali literators feel that Bengali should be the national language. Similarly, Marathi literators might think, why shouldn't Marathi, the language of the Marathas who hoisted the Hindu flag up to Attock, be India's national language? However, this thought is not appropriate. My opinion is that Sanskrit-based Hindi should be India's national language. The main reason is that Hindi is spoken, understood, and read widely across India by the masses more than any other language. And it is instrumental in fostering the development of nationalistic ideas in various ways. These two characteristics are more applicable to Hindi than to any other regional language. Today, 8 crore people speak Hindi. In reality, Hindi has already become Hindustan's national language. For 2000 years, from Rameshwaram to Kashmir, millions of Hindu pilgrims, travelers, and traders have moved and from, relying on the strength of this Hindi language. Now, if we go in history, we have that special episode of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj at the court of Aurangzeb, and he said that tum dekho tumhara badshah dekha. He said to Ram Singh, son of Jai Singh, in the court of Aurangzeb, that tum dekho tumhara badshah dekha. मैं ऐसा आदमी नहीं हूँ कि मैं तुम्हारी बादशाह की जी हुजूरी करता. So again we understand Hindi. He speaks in mix of Marathi and Hindi. So from this also we get a context that Hindi has been kind of a connecting language between different cultures and people and different states. So further, Savarkar says Hindi Hindi has an abundant ancient literature and is akin to Marathi's own sister. Again, same script and almost like same. They use the same script and the words also are same at times. And you can understand if someone is speaking any of the one language and you don't know that language, but still you can make out what the person is speaking. Further says, therefore, if Hindi becomes a national language, Marathi will rejoice and not envy. Fair enough. He further says, Hindi's nature is not to dominate others. It is ascending to the position of national language with the loving support of Maharashtra. One thing must be kept in mind. If Hindi does not become the national language, do not harbor the misconception that Bengali or Marathi will take its place. If neither Bengali nor Marathi secures the position of national language, it will go to Urdu, the maid servant or the nokar of Hindi. As the saying goes, just as an axe handle destroys its own tree, Urdu will do the same. Urdu has become distorted, thriving on the nourishment of a culture alien to its roots. Basically, the culture of Urdu, he says, it's not from India, or it has come from outside. In truth, it is not even the language of 2 crore out of the 5 crore Muslims. Yet, today Muslims are striving to emphasize everything that makes their society appear distinct from the Hindu society. Thus, in places like Chennai, where the Tamil-speaking population has less than 5% Muslims, the former chief, the Honorable Kavich Mullah, declared last month that Urdu should be the national language. At such a time, all Hindus must unite and resolve that Hindi alone will be our national language. If this does not happen, the disputes among the Marathis, Bengalis, and Tamils will lead to a situation where, as the proverb goes, neither God nor the beloved is at end. The oil is gone, the ghee is gone, and all that remains is a smoldering wick. He gives a better example if we read in Hindi and in Marathi. So he says, अगर ऐसा नहीं हुआ तो मराठी, बांग्ला, तमिल भाषा के झगड़े में न खुदा मिला न विसाले सनम. तो भाई didn't got ना भगवान मिला और ना तुम्हारी जो मोहब्बत है वो मिली. Marathi में it goes like तेल गेले तूप गेले हाती दुपाटने आले. Yeah. So further he says, in such a scenario, Urdu will hold sway. Urdu will dominate Marathi. Today our Congress rulers are experimenting with third option, neither Hindi nor Urdu, but a so-called Hindustani. In the past, a peculiar experiment was suggested, obviously by some of the congressmen. They said if a horde of Pathans attacked India's borders, an unarmed army of Hindu women should be sent to resist them. Seeing the women, the Pathan troops would retreat in shame, refraining from using their guns. However, in this experiment, instead of retreating in shame, the Pathans would abduct as many as women as they could and carry off. This is the truth, and that has been proven in history. By using Urdu words in the name of Hindustani, Hindi will become Urdu's servant. In my view, there is only one solution: to protect and promote our Prakrit languages. That is, Sanskrit-based Hindi must be recognized as the national language of India. For past 2 years, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, as Congress president, ordered us Hindus to make Urdu the national language for the sake of Hindu-Muslim unity. Now even Shri Subhash Babu, a president surpassing him, has outdone Pandit Nehru by suggesting that we should abandon our script and adopt the Roman script. In stark contrast, Germany's Hitler, Italy's Mussolini, and Turkey's Kemal Pasha made special efforts to advance their national languages and scripts. This is why their nations are independent, while Hindustan is on the verge of becoming Pakistan and another England. From a scientific perspective, it is clear that the Devanagari script is scientifically accurate and complete. Observe its phonetic arrangement and the systematic order of its letters. The primal sound A comes first, then comes the gutturals K, K, G, G, followed by the palatals Ch, Ch, J, Z, then the dentals with the pressure on the teeth T, 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 Th, and then finally the labials where lips touch P, 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 P. In contrast, look at the Arabic script. The first vowel in the mid pronounced is Aleph, followed by the labial Pe, and then Pe. English follows a similar chaotic pattern, he says. The first letter is A, then B, and then C, with no logical sequence of phonetic articulation. He further says, another hallmark of Devanagari Lipi's scientific precision is that the name of a letter is pronunciation. For example, the letter named Ka is pronounced K in English. However, the letter A can be pronounced as A, or O, and C can sound like K or S. Another feature of a scientifically accurate script is that each letter has a single form. In this regard, today's Devanagari has some exceptions and flaws, which should be rectified through script reform. In English, a 4-letter word like commission, COMMISSION, requires 10 letters in Roman script. Some letters like Rao Bahadur of old cling to their place without contributing any sound. As per the Honorable Subhash Babu's suggestion, if the Gita were printed in Roman script, its recitation would sound like this: Sinik Kurukshetre Sambeta Yudhutshva. How melodious is this rendition? How much praise does this reform deserve? As much as it is deranged, so too it is sacrilegious. Sri Subhash Babu's proposal to abandon Devanagari for Roman script is driven by the allure of Hindu-Muslim unity. His notion is that if we disregard Devanagari, which Muslims supposedly resent, and adopt Roman script, they will be pleased. But he says his idea is flawed, because Muslims they do not merely dislike Devanagari. They explicitly demand the Arabic script. The Roman script will not satisfy them. Likewise, we must remember that we will not be satisfied without Devanagari Lipi as the official script of India and Hindi as the official language of India. So this whole thing you can find on Savarkar Samagra volume 10. It starts from page, I guess, 501. Yeah, it starts from page 501, and it's from 501 to 508 or 9. I'll put the link of the Savarkar Samagra volume 10 Prabhat publication Delhi, but it's in Hindi. For ज्यांना मराठीमध्ये हे करायचं आहे त्यांनी लिंक टाकीन मी सावरकर सामग्र व्हॉल्यूम 10 ची. तर तिथून 501 ते 508 पानांना कॉपी पेस्ट करा आणि ग्रॉक किंवा चॅट जीपीटी कुठे पण टाका आणि तिथे लिहा ट्रान्सलेट इन टू इंग्लिश, आणि मग एक पेज टाका तो मजकूर, तो ट्रान्सलेट करेल. मग तो कुठेतरी कॉपी पेस्ट करून घ्या नोट्समध्ये, मग दुसरा पेज टाका. असं करून पूर्ण ज्यांना वाचायचं असेल त्यांनी असं करून पूर्ण बनवा आणि वाचा.